The tribes of Telangana display a wide spectrum of another world. With an obscure history, they are still competing to get along with the modern trend. Telangana is the only state in South India to have about 10% tribal population. Though there are 33 tribal communities in Telangana as per Telangana Recognition Act, only 10 tribes are the prominent tribal dwellers in this region. They are mainly of three types: the Aboriginals, the ones who live in the hills, and the others live in the plains. Gonds. Among the tribal population of India, the Gonds stand out by their numbers, the vast expanse of their habitat, and their historical importance. They are mostly found in erstwhile Adilabad district. They call themselves Koitura. They speak Gondi dialect. They worship village gods such as Parsapen, Shambhu Mahadev, Pandikupar Lingal, Jangubai. In their dialect, they are known as Pen. They also worship Sheshnag called Nagoba, and on new moon day of Pushyamasam, that's in January and February, they all come together from different places to Keslapur in Adilabad district to worship him, which is called Nagoba Jatra. Monogamy is the general rule, but polygamy is also found. Males among Gonds perform robust dance called Kusari during Diwali time. Both male and females perform Dandari dance during marriage ceremonies. They subsist on agriculture and its labor. They grow jowar, red gram, black gram, cotton, etc. They never eat the first fruit or the new food grain without offering to their village deity. Pardhans. They are traditional bards to Gonds and recite mythologies, folk tales and songs of the gods and goddesses at various festivals, ceremonies and fairs for which they are paid in cash or kind. Gonds call them Patadi, meaning singer or genealogist. Their mother tongue is Marathi, but they reside in Gondi language. They possess similar clans like Gonds. Koyas. They mainly inhabit the hilly areas of erstwhile Khammam and Warangal districts and sparsely found in Adilabad and Karimnagar districts. Godavari, Sabri rivers, which are flowing through their areas of habitation, exercise profound influence on Koya economic, social and cultural life. They popularly call themselves Dorala Sattam, the Lord group, and Puttadora, original lords. In their dialect, they are called Koitur. They have retained a typical cultural trait of Koya culture. Koyas of Khammam district speak Koya dialect called Chettu Bhasha, tree language, or Gali Bhasha, the air language. Nuclear and monogamous families are found. Marriages by negotiation is the most preferred one among them. Monogamy is the general practice among them. They have now settled as cultivators. They grow jawar, ragi, bajra and other millets. They collect tubers and roots. Their lands are very fertile due to the periodic floods of Godavari river. Lord Bhima, Korrarajulu, Mamili, Potaraju are the most revered deities of Koya. The main festival is Vijji Pandum, seed charming festival, and Kondala Kolupu, festival to appease hill deities. Most important fair attended by them are Sammakka Saralama Jatra, which falls once in 2 years on full moon day on the Magamasam, January or February, at Medaram village in Tadavi Mandal of Warangal district. The wooded hills and secluded valleys of erstwhile Adilabad district, which were the habitat of the Kolams, also served some groups of Naik Pods as a refuge area. Like the Kolams, whom they resemble in many respects, Naik Pods fell victim to the policy of forest reservation, and today only a significant number of Naik Pods live in hill settlements. Most of them are found in villages of the plains, where they work as tenant farmers or agricultural laborers. Few of them own their land and cultivate. Originally, they had a language of their own which closely resembles Kolami. But today, only few small groups of Nayakpods in the western part of erstwhile Adilabad district still know this ancient tongue. The majority of the tribe now speak Telugu and grandly celebrate festivals like Lakshmi Devara. Nayakpods worship various masks representing Lakshmi Devara, Lord Krishna, five brothers of Pandavas, and their own other deities like Pig God, Potaraju, Gorrepotu, etc. These are worn by Nayakpods to their faces during their ritual dances. Ants. These tribals inhabit the hilly tracts of erstwhile Adilabad district. Their mother tongue is Marathi. They divided into two endogamous groups, Vartali and Khaltali. Vartali are superior to Khaltali. Chief deities worshipped by Ants are Kandoba, Jigari, Bhavani, Mahadev, Mariali, Sial, Ayat, etc. For the past 4 decades, they have been worshipping Pulaji Baba. They mainly subsist on agriculture, followed by agricultural labor. They partly subsist on collection of forest produce and fishing. Columns. This tribe is found in erstwhile Adilabad district. They live in exclusive settlements in interior forests and mountain tracts. Telugu speaking people call them Manervarlu, meaning people living in the forest area. Columns trace their descent to Bhima and Hidimbi, the well-known characters from Mahabharata. Columns are cultivators and agricultural laborers. They maintain symbiotic relations and possess identical clan systems, associated practices with Gons, Pradhans, and Totis. Bhimayak Lagna, marriage of Lord Bhima. Akhandi, deities for protection of cattle. And Kottalu, eating of new food grains. Totis. The main habitat of Totis is erstwhile Adilabad district. They are also spread in some parts of Karimnagar and Nizamabad districts. They speak Gondi. Their traditional occupation is acting as bards to their Gond patrons. Gonds call Totis as Birdal, receiver, and later call the former as Dhani, donor. Toti women practice tattooing, but presently majority of Totis are earning their livelihood through agriculture and agricultural laborers. Their marriage pattern is similar to Gonds. Monogamy is their general rule, but polygamy is also found. Chenchus. We find this tribe in Nallamalai hills spread in the districts of Nagar Karnool and Nalagonda, a traditional habitat of Chenchus. They are also found in few villages of Vikarabad district. They are Telugu-speaking food-gathering tribe. They are very conservative tribal group and have not made much changes in their lifestyle or tried to adapt modernity. They collect varieties of jungle products like roots, tubers, gum, tamarind, honey, mahua flowers, green leaves, wild fruits, and consume them too. They are hunters. They hunt wild animals like boar, deer, and lizards and eat them. But they abstain from eating beef. They are adept in honey collection from honeycombs perched on mountain cliffs and caves. A Chenchu village is known as Penta. Each Penta consists of few huts spaced out. Monogamy is the most prevalent form of marriage. Chenchus believe that they are descendants of the couple Mallikarjun and Chenchu Lakshmi. They worship many deities and spirits and follow festivals like Lingamaya, Maisamma, Rakta Veerudu, Unti Veerudu, Peddamma. Kondareddis. They inhabit on the either sides of the river Godavari in the hilly and forest tracts of Khammam district. Their mother tongue is Telugu. The name Kondareddy means hailed headman. Like other Telugu speaking people, their surnames are prefixed to individual names. They eat varieties of tubers, roots, leaves, wild fruits from the forest. They also eat millets and rice with a stew called kura. They never touch beef, it's considered a great sin. They collect and sell non-timber products like tamarind, other leaves, myrobalan, broomsticks, etc. to supplement their meager income. They don't destroy the forests. They believe in shifting cultivation. They clear forests only for agriculture, taking care of regenerating after few years. The traditional houses are usually square. The walls are built with wattle mats plastered with mud. Mostly, the men work to cattle rearing and agriculture, whereas women and children gather food from the forest, collect bamboo, and weave baskets, chicken coops, and sell in the market. They worship gods of nature, Bhudevi, Mother Earth, and Kondadevata, the hill god. And every family has their family god or goddesses and celebrate festivals like Mamidi Kotta Panduga, Gangamma Panduga, Vanadevudu Pandaga. During these festival celebrations, all gather together and share their happy moments with each other. Lambadis. They inhabit throughout the plain areas of Telangana. They are the largest tribes in the state. They live in exclusive settlements of their own called tandas, usually away from the main villages or cities, tenaciously maintaining their culture and ethnic identity. Traditional dress of the men comprise of dhoti, upper garment and bright colored turbans. The women folk wear langa of coarse cotton prints, richly embroidered with several folds at the waist. They are famous for their Banjara dance and singing. Traditionally, they live in joint families, but nowadays they are moving into nuclear families. Marriage by negotiation is the only accepted way of performing marriage. Married women wear ivory bangles or imitation of them above the elbows, which are referred as balya. Mariamma is believed to protect the females and children and preserve the fertility of the land, and females, while Seva Bhaiya, are regarded as the protectors of the cattle. They also traditionally celebrate festival called Teej and Tulja Bhavani. Lambadis are experts in the cattle breeders and largely subsist by sale of milk and milk products. They settled in modern times on land and became good agriculturists. Yerukalas. They are found throughout the plain areas of Telangana. They call themselves Kurru. They are called Yerukala after their women's traditional profession of fortune telling. They have a dialect of their own called Yerukala Bhasha or Kurru Bhasha or Kulavata. It is derived from Dravidian languages, mostly Telugu, Tamil and Kannada. They are divided into Dabba Yerukula, those who make baskets from wild date leaves. Kunchapuri Yerukula, those who make weaver combs. Parikamugula Yerukula, soothsayers and beggars. Karivepaku Yerukula, the ones who sell curry leaves. Uppu Yerukula, salt hawkers. They are usually nuclear families. Monogamy is common from their marriage, but sometimes polygamy is also permitted. They worship Hindu gods like Lord Venkateshwara and Narasimhaswamy, deities such as Ankamma, Kolapuram, Sunkalamma, Poleramma, Ellamma. They are non-vegetarians. Ragi and jowar are their staple food. Their traditional occupation include basket making, mat weaving, pig rearing, rope making, etc. Women are specialized in soothsaying and fortune telling.